Hey! Alright, y'all. Quick update video right here, right? You know, we're not going to do this like the typical videos. We're going to go ahead and jump right into the action, right? So, y'all are going to find this interesting. A lot of this stuff goes with what we were talking about in the last video with the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson's killer, right? Check this out. The unidentified man suspected of gunning down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson outside a Midtown Manhattan hotel remains at large after Wednesday's attack. The killer entered New York City by bus on November 24th when a surveillance camera at Port Authority bus terminal caught his arrival at 9 p.m. The inbound bus originated in Atlanta, but it was not immediately clear whether suspect boarded. He was also spotted on board in Washington, D.C., we're going to assume on his way to New York. Police are investigating whether the suspect left New York City by bus on Wednesday after the murder. The 10-day period he was in New York City before the shooting is the focus of the investigative efforts. This is also some footage at 6:15 a.m. The suspect appears to exit the 57th Street subway station on foot wearing a gray backpack. Now notice, he has on a gray backpack right here. This is going to get a little confusing, but I think we already know what is going on, right? So it says police have collected video of the suspect all over the city, including in the subway, in cabs, and in a McDonald's. In each place, he paid with cash and he made sure to keep his mask on, which indicates to detectives he knew he was coming to New York City to commit the murder. Police were able to find a surveillance image of the suspect without his face mask on because he was flirting with the woman who checked him into a hostel on Manhattan's Upper West Side. Now note, in that hostel he was at, he was also staying with two other people supposedly. As he stood at the check-in desk, the sources said the woman was asked to see his smile. The shooter obliged, pulling down his mask long enough for the surveillance camera to capture his face. Police have determined the suspect checked into the hostel using a New Jersey license that wasn't his own. Check out this perfect picture, y'all. This perfect picture of this guy, you know, with a lighter colored jacket on right here. Y'all check this out of what's going on right here, right? This perfect picture, just smiling and everything. Supposedly he's flirting with the woman at the desk, right? Now, the words on the bullets echo the title of a 2010 book, Delay, Deny, and Defend: Why Insurance Companies Don't Pay Claims and What You Can Do About It. So supposedly this is a book from 2010. Police are aware of the similarity and are investigating whether one possible motive is anger at the insurance industry. Investigators believe that they were able to score DNA samples from several pieces of evidence discovered at or near the crime scene. It says police were also able to extract a fingerprint off a water bottle the suspect bought at Starbucks, which I think we went over that yesterday. The suspect fled on foot and then fled north on a bike and rode into Central Park. A person appearing to be the suspect was seen just before 7 a.m. on the Upper West Side riding a bicycle away from Central Park. He has not been spotted since. Now, this is basically a trail of where he went. At 6:44, the victim is walking alone towards the New York Hilton, and this is where he shot Brian Thompson. And, you know, it basically shows his path of how he got into Central Park, and voila, he disappeared, never to be seen again. Now, this is the part where I guess multiple theories will come into play, right? So, this is the guy checking into the hostel, right? Now, notice, you know, I guess these are from the same camera, but the picture to the right, the jacket looks black. The picture to the left, it looks more grayish, greenish, right? But they're in the same location. You could tell by the ottoman that's in the back, right? So notice the guy, you know, this is supposed to be the same guy, smiling to the left, and he's not smiling to the right. When we go over here, what raises the question, and I'm probably going to put this at like 98%. Whoever they find, you know, and arrest because they're claiming to have DNA off of a water bottle, possibly even the shell casings, I'm almost 98% sure that it's not going to be the guy who actually committed the murder.
Are so strange, and it makes you wonder, A, oh my gosh, does this Give us a motive into what's happening here. Versus B, could this be throwing investigators off?
That's what I think.
That's what you think.
Again, there's so many different avenues to look at this case, and so many theories that we can dive into here. I personally think that is there to throw somebody off. I think that someone, at the end of the day, what we've said from the beginning, someone is using this guy to do this. They coached him. They told him how to do this. Who knows? I may be wrong, and this guy planned all this out alone. Earlier yesterday, though, Jesse, they discussed. We just reported that with the new timestamps, he was only there a few minutes before. Early yesterday, it said he had staked the place out for a while. This guy's done his homework. He obviously has. If this is truly a targeted hit, he knew this guy's pattern and routine, or knew that.
How? Someone had to have known what his routine was, or he studied him and had some inside information, right? How did he know he was leaving? I think Thompson was staying in a different hotel and was headed towards the Hilton. How did he know he was going at that point?
Well, I think we discussed there was some type of event he was going to that hotel.
Yeah, he was going to an investors conference.
So an investors conference. You know how these conferences go. There's usually an agenda sheet.
Sure.
A lot of websites even post, hey, our keynote speakers are this, that, and the other.
How did he know he was going to be crossing that street?
Correct. So
how
long, and I don't know when this gentleman flew into town, when the CEO flew into town and got here.
So look at the guy's nose. Look at the jacket. Look at the pockets on the front of this jacket, right? This picture right here is two different shades. So the mask is black for sure, right? And he's not wearing a coat over a hoodie. This looks like it's connected to the coat. It's a coat with a hood, right? Or that's what it looks like. This picture here, this is not the same guy. But this is the guy that's at the Starbucks. If I'm not mistaken, this is the picture from the Starbucks where they say he bought like two little bars, like protein bars, and a bottle of water, right? This isn't the same guy, y'all. The nose is a lot skinnier. The straps on the book bag are gray. And it's not the same guy. But they're saying that he had on a black book bag. So you either have a theory, or if he switched out book bags. Who knows? Who knows what's the difference right now between the straps on the bag? But in this picture right here, that is clearly a gray backpack. And I don't think this is the same guy, y'all. I don't think it's the same guy at all. This picture right here of him smiling is just, and that he was flirting with the lady at the desk. This was when he was checking into a hostel. Remember that. Just seems a little odd. And also you have to notice that the guy right here, there's no pockets. There's no pockets on this jacket. To this guy with the pockets on the front of his jacket, there's no pockets on this one. I think I could confidently say this is not the same dude. And we're definitely going to be dealing with something where when and if they arrest this guy, I can guarantee you it is not going to be the guy who committed the murder. This was definitely a professional hit, planned out to the T, very meticulous. I think all of the sloppy stuff is to throw off the investigation, throw off the police, because this guy never quite showed his face on anything. But this guy is the one who openly showed his face on purpose. Remember, said he was wearing his mask and paying with cash the entire 10 days that he was there. And so right here, he just decides to slip up, flirt with a woman, and show her his smile. Right. To me, it sounds like a plan. It sounds like this was done on purpose, and it's going to throw off the real killer who will never be seen again. I guarantee you the guy they arrest is not going to be this guy right here, who is more than likely the real shooter we will never see again. So y'all get in the comments, man, and let me know what y'all think about this video. I just wanted to go ahead and jump on some of the new information that has came out. This one definitely will be interesting to follow, especially once they get closer to arresting whoever they think is the shooter. I want to know y'all opinions. Let me know what y'all think. Anything y'all caught that I didn't see, I'll be sure to read and check out the comments. That being said, y'all, it's Black Balloon, and I'm going to see y'all soon. I'm out.